Hello there. Till now in this project we were able to print this message only, but now the time has come to create our landing page for the project. So for that we are going to use the static resources, that is our JavaScript, Bootstrap, images and all those things to create our landing page. So for that in Spring Web MVC we require certain setup that needs to be done to load the static resources. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay down the steps for you to create your first landing page, and I'm going to use a template. The template could be anything, you just need to identify the section of your template that needs to be modified later. But first I'm going to go from very basic scratch, that how to create your landing page and load the static resources. So first of all you need to create a directory inside your web app of the Maven front end project. So inside web app, right click, new folder, and the folder name I'm going to keep it as assets. Finish. So assets folder has been created. Next thing, I need to get the Bootstrap, JavaScript, CSS and font file. So from where I can get it, so you can go to getbootstrap.com. You can download Bootstrap and you can download this Bootstrap. To save some time, I have already downloaded it and I have extracted it in D drive. So Bootstrap has been extracted here. So here it contains three folders: CSS, fonts and JS. So I'm gonna copy each folder. I'm gonna copy it, open Eclipse and right click on assets and paste it here. So inside assets now you can see there are three folders: CSS, fonts and JS. Now inside this folder I'm going to keep all my images as well. So I'm going to create another directory, new folder, and I'm going to name it as images. Finish. So images directory has been created here. Now you need to search for unstyled bootstrap starter template because you need some scratch code, so you don't have to write all those boilerplates again. So I'm going to search for unstyled starter templates for bootstrap. So this is the link, startbootstrap.com. I'm going to open it. You will find many different unstyled starter template here. So out of this I'm going to select this shopping homepage. So I'm gonna click on this. It will give me a live preview, so which I want to see. So this is how your landing page will look. So I'm going to try to simulate the same in our project. So first of all I'm going to right click and view the page source. So I can get that source here. Now Bootstrap JavaScript code is dependent on jQuery, so we'll copy that also. So first of all I have already copied our CSS JavaScript. So inside this one I need to get this CSS as well as the jQuery, which could be found at the end here. So I'm gonna open it. It will get me the jQuery code. So first of all I'm going to copy this jQuery code. So Control C, open your JS directory, new, and file. I'm going to give this file name as jQuery.js. I'm going to paste the code for jQuery. I've only done this to save some time. I don't want to go and search for jQuery. It is available inside that template itself, so I have copied this. Once this is copied, now I go to source and there is some formatting code which is available in this CSS. So I'm gonna open this shop homepage.css, take this starting CSS, open my CSS directory, right click on this one, new file, and I'm going to name it as myapp.css and click on finish. Paste that code here, save it and close. So all the necessary files, that is jQuery and CSS file, I have copied. Now I'm going to copy the source file from doctype HTML to the end. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna open my page.jsp which we have created to display that greeting. Now I don't require this context root and greeting. This was just for testing purpose. So I'm gonna replace this entire doctype code and paste it here and save it. So I still have my that core tag library. Now in the dispatcher servlet file we have to add the MVC namespace. Now why we have to add that MVC namespace? Because if I now refresh this URL, it won't show me all those CSS lined up properly. Let me keep it to 100%. So you can see no CSS styling has been applied. It is looking like plain HTML code which has been put as it is. So we need to apply that style. So to do this setup, we need to do certain configuration in our dispatcher servlet. So first thing, we need to add the MVC namespace. So I'll open my dispatcher servlet. I'm going to add the MVC namespace. So add the MVC namespace, you need to copy that context, put it here as MVC, and here also you're going to change it to MVC. Now it requires that schema definition file. I'm gonna copy this two line, paste it here. Instead of context, it would become MVC, and here also it would become MVC, and here also it will become MVC. So this is how you create a MVC namespace to make it available here. Now configure your dispatcher servlet to load the static resources. So first of all, I'm gonna comment it, loading static resources. You need to say, okay, this application is annotation driven. So I'm going to use MVC colon annotation driven. And another thing, you need to specify where your static resources lie. So I'm going to use MVC colon resources, and you need to specify the location. So location is assets directory, and where that or how to map that resources. So I'm going to use some another name, say resources slash star star, to indicate, okay, this resources directory specifies all my CSS, JavaScript and everything, but the location of all those files is assets. So after doing this or adding this two line in my dispatcher servlet, I have configured it to load the static resources. Now we need to add this Spring URL tag library, because if you see the console of your browser by pressing Ctrl Shift I, you can go to console and you can see it is not able to, or your server responded with a status of 404 for the CSS, jQuery, JavaScript and all these files. So we need to make sure all these files are responded by the server and it is returned back from there. So for that I'm going to add a Spring URL tag library in my page.jsp. So here I'm going to add a tag library. I'm going to prefix it with Spring, and the URI will be equal to, press Ctrl space bar and you can see there is this option available, http springframework.org/tags. So I'm gonna select this tags. So this is how you're gonna add a Spring tag library. Now you need to create three variables, namely CSS, JS and images, using Spring URL element. So I'm going to add that Spring URL element, Spring colon URL. The variable name would be CSS. The value will be equal to resources slash CSS. Now from where this resources comes from your dispatcher servlet, where the mapping we have specified as slash resources, which will load the file available in the sh directory. I'm gonna add two more variable here. So one would be related to JS and another would be related to images. Here also it will become JS and it will become images. So these three variables we have to create to load our static resources. Now replace the CSS, JS and images path with the variable name created above. So we have created these three variable. So wherever you can see CSS forward slash, so I'm going to replace it with $CSS, and here also it is going to get replaced by $CSS. And instead of shop home page, I've changed the name and I kept it as myapp.css to write my custom CSS styling. Now at the end you can see there is this JS. So this JS will be replaced by dollar JS. Dollar JS. So jQuery bootstrap mean, so which is available in my JS directory. So I'm gonna save it. Now the time has come to test whatever we've done till now. So I'm gonna open my server and simply click and restart this server. Open my console to check for any errors. Okay, there are no errors in this console. Now I'm gonna refresh this URL. Okay, as you can see, now online shopping homepage is looking like this. And so I was able to successfully load my static resources, and all the errors that was coming up initially when I first ran this page has been gone. So the server responded with all those static resources. So I've simply replaced .js and css with my $js $css, and these images are loading from some another website called as placeholder. So that's fine, we are going to replace it afterwards. Now in the last step, since we are able to successfully create our landing page, now the time has come to commit the changes whatever we have done till now and upload it on GitHub. So how to do that from Eclipse itself? You can simply click on this git dialog, right click on it, go to commit, open the staging view, select all these files, drag it to stage changes, successfully loaded static resources, and commit and push. It will ask for your credential, just provide your credential. And okay. Okay, so it has successfully committed. So I've got the message. To verify, I will just simply click it. Or I will go to my repository directly if it is not opening. I'm gonna copy this URL. You can see this online shopping, and it is showing me that message, successfully loaded static resources. So online shopping, inside main, web app, you can see that assets folder is there, and inside this you can find my rest of the CSS fonts and JS. So that's it. Thanks for watching. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to create a master page. So we can use the same page.jsp as the master page, and we can start adding the child pages. Thanks for watching.